heard was not what you meant.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Tehran. Do not anyone at the table.
Just can't make this up. And look who's gone viral, receiving tons of backlash. They're even boycotting against Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, Karen, Terminator Predator. She says being black in America, black people living in America, is just as worse as living in Iran. Oh boy. Yeah, she has broke the internet. And again, the women on the spew never disappoint. The women on the spew, they've already been warned. The CEO of Disney, ABC, they've come out and told them to tone down their rhetoric, tone down their propaganda, you know, their lies, their misinformation, their Trump rhetoric, you know, or face cancellation due to plummeted ratings. A lot of people are starting to tune out, and they just continue to piss people off. Millions of Americans are pissed off that this woman just said this live on television. You can't make this up, you know. But the same crap, you know, and then they always bring up the race card and this and that, and it always goes left. It always goes too left, too woke, too deranged. And here's your results. And I'm glad that she's getting this backlash. I hope this, you know, she's really finished. You know, they've been done a long time ago. They should have took this show. I don't know how this show is still on air, on TV. I just don't know. But we know their base. And the people that sit up and watch this crap. But let's go and play it through.
And it's slow.
But let's just remember, too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
Where the Iranian regime is today in 2025 is nothing compared to the United States.
Keep hanging black people. So
it is not even the same. I couldn't step during this.
Wait. That's not what you mean to say. It is the same.
No, it's not.
Alyssa Fargriffin will be off the show soon. Don't worry. We're predicting it. We're predicting it. You know, it always a fussle between this side of the Nile. Yeah, this side of the table. Across the table, it's always a fight between these two. And that lady sitting in the middle and the lady right next to her. It's always a big, huge fight. You know. Yeah, she'll be off the show soon.
The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit in Toronto.
Killed for I'm sorry.
I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my arms out.
I'm telling you,
I literally said it was up to the Iranian people.
Yes, it is up to them. And that's why I am saying that it is the same. Murdering someone for their difference is not good. Whoever does it. It's not good. So that's why I said you weren't saying what I heard was not what you meant.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Tehran. Do not anyone.
You see how Sunny hosting, she just had to she had to make sure her voice was heard when Whoopi said, "Not if you're black." You know, the race baiter, the race hustler. You know, that's all. That's what she lives for.
Listen, let me tell you about being in this country. This is the greatest country in the world. But yeah, I know that. And we all know that. But every day we are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are our kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals, and I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They are not educated. They cannot property. They cannot leave States.
I'm talking about here.
Nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country. That is no one's intent. But I think it's important we remember there are places much darker than this country and people who deserve rights.
Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry. You know, when you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
Okay, they don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe.
They can't go out of their house. The women.
You know what? There's no way I can make you understand.
Let me try something.
I think they ought to just cancel the show. Just cancel this show. Do everybody a favor. Them Patriots we all celebrate. Get off work early, throw a barbecue in the backyard. People be outside waving and jumping up and down. If we just cancel this crap off television, off air, remove the spew. Not the view, the spew. Roll that beautiful intro.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Yeah, that's what I think about when I see this on my screen. Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg, y'all, clap it up for her. I tell you, yeah. I honestly, when stuff like this happens, this is good because they just dig in the hole even deeper, and eventually they can't go any deeper. Yeah, eventually this show, I'm telling you, this show eventually, yeah, they're gonna have to make some decisions pretty soon. Yeah, it's coming. I believe it's coming. You know, but Whoopi Goldberg, Whoopi Turd say being black, you know, in America is worse than living in Iran. You know, and she said some other things, and people are now outraged. The internet is outraged. You can see people are saying all kind of things. Is Whoopi a complete idiot? Fear not. You only need to watch the first 30 seconds of this.
But the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
I know, but where the Iranian regime is today in 2025 is nothing compared to the United States.
Hanging black people. So
it is not even the same. I couldn't step foot during this.
Wait. That's not what you mean to say.
Yeah. But people are outraged, and they're saying, even people are saying women in Iran are being beaten and killed for showing their hair. So here's Whoopi equating her life as a multi-millionaire celebrity in America to that. You know, you just can't make this up, man. You just can't make this up. Whoopi said there's no difference to live in the US and Iran in 2025. How can you be this clueless? Her co-host, who has an Iranian heritage, is trying to point out that women can't even dress like she is on the show.
Yeah, I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2020.
Heard someone say in a...
If you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
This is quite literally one of the stupidest things I've heard someone say in a long time. And I'll get into why it's stupid here in a second. But a problem that we have in the United States is many people that look like me want to play or want to compete aggressively in the victim Olympics. Well, no one's a bigger victim than we are. We're the biggest victim out there. And they're so focused on playing the victim Olympics that they will say something as ignorant as she just said. Being black and living in America is far and away better than living in Iran. Far and away better. What Whoopi Goldberg just said is a flat out lie. And it's dangerous because it perpetuates this victim mentality where it's not necessary. So I'm going to break down some of the differences between the United States and Iran, and I'll let you make the decision on if you think what Whoopi said is correct or not. Let's start with freedom of speech. In the United States, you can criticize the government, you can post memes about the leadership, you can essentially say whatever you want to say. In Iran, criticizing the supreme leader can get you jailed, tortured, or killed. In the United States, we have free open internet. You can access Instagram, YouTube, X, TikTok, whatever. In Iran, these platforms are heavily censored and or blocked. In the US, you can date whoever you want. You can be in public with someone of the opposite sex. In Iran, unmarried couples can get arrested for being alone together or holding hands. In the United States, you can essentially wear what you want. In Iran, women are required to wear hijabs and what they consider modest clothing. Men can't wear shorts in many public spaces either. In the United States, you can come out as gay. You can be gay and live a happy life. In Iran, being gay is punishable by flogging, prison, or execution. How about religious freedom? You can be Christian, Muslim, Jew, whatever you want to be in the United States. In Iran, you must follow Shia Islam. Converting from Islam to Christianity or preaching Christianity is a crime. Now let's talk about protest. In the US, you can protest. As we see, the left loves protesting. They're here for it. That is their thing. You can essentially protest whatever you want. You know how Iranian security handles protest? With live bullets. Yes, live bullets. All those little no king protests that were going on a couple days ago, none of that.
Yeah, you got shot in your ass. Come on, no king if you want. Who ain't the king? Who ain't the king? Bow and right, bow. Shot you again. You want to go home? Bow. You still ain't left. Bow. Yeah. Shot you right in your ass.
Bow, 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 bow. They're having none of that. You don't believe me? Go research the Women Life Freedom Protest. I think it was 2022. And we're not even talking about the economy. In the US, any citizen of any color can start a business or gender. In Iran, you may need connections or possibly regime approval. And if your content insults Islam or if it promotes Western values, your business can be taken from you. Bye. On top of that, the nominal GDP, right, gross domestic product in Iran is about 434 billion. The GDP in Florida alone, just Florida, is $1.7 trillion. The economic opportunity is unmatched here in the United States. Being Black and living in the United States is nothing like living in Iran. And to say so is ignorant and disrespectful.
Yeah, we'll be turds. We'll be turds, y'all.
Black in America today is worse than living in Iran? Did Whoopi Goldberg just say on The View that being black in America today is worse than living in Iran? Today? Has she lost her mind? Like, is Whoopi not well? Like, Whoopi, like, why would you even say something so stupid like that? What's going on with you? Black in America today is nothing like what it was in the past. Yes, in the past in America, it was fucked up to be black. But right now, today, it's pretty goddamn good, gotta be honest with you. Whoopi was on The View making it seem like black people are currently going through slavery, like, right now. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? Whoopi, you are a rich black woman in America who has achieved the American dream. The only problem that you have in the morning is deciding which part of my giant mansion staircase do I want to walk down this time. The left or the right? Oh, I haven't walked down the left in a while. I think I'll walk down the left this time. You and everyone up there on The View is so far removed from the struggle, it's laughable. Like, you have no idea what regular, everyday people have to go through in this country right now. Whoopi, what you should do is just come out and just tell the truth and just be honest. Say, look, I am so far removed from society. Me and the rest of these hens up here talking, we have no idea what the fuck the regular person is dealing with in society today. We're rich as hell. We live in a giant mansion. Like, we are so far removed from y'all. We don't know what y'all go through, and that's really the bottom line.
Yeah, you know, I love how everybody's coming out, man. I really do. I couldn't wait to get my brother's take on this. Check this out.
I just like talking about it because it's so asinine. But these are the two dumbest women in America, and they're making millions of dollars to talk on the show. So go to the link in the description section and let's support somebody. The craziest thing in the world, and I'm going to quote it, and then I'm going to let her say it so you don't think that I just made this up. Black people in America have it just as bad as people in Iran. She should have to go live there for 30 minutes, and we'll see if she make it back. Roll the clip.
And it's slow.
But let's just remember, too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
Where the Iranian regime is.
Hold on, time out. When has there been a law of the land that you could tie gay to a car? What you talking about? We have been known, somebody tied a gay person to a car, and that our country is known for that. What are you talking about? What are y'all talking about? There's not a law in place that you can openly kill gay people ever in the history of America. What are you talking about?
Just can't make
like
this
it's just they just say things just I don't know. They get pressed and they just feel like they gotta vomit at the mouth and say the most outlandish things. Bro,
the spew, not the view, the spew.
The clip.
They used to
just keep hanging black people. So
it is not even the same. I couldn't step foot during this.
Wait. That's
time out. Hanging wasn't just black people. White people were also hung as well. Like lynching was a form of punishment. Now, over the course of history, it began to be more black people than white people. But if you look at the historical documentation, there's about 3,400 black people that were lynched, and there was about 1,200 white people that were lynched that we have on record. And at the beginning of lynching, it was mostly just white people, and then it rolled like this, and it was majority black. But lynching wasn't just a black thing. Roll the clip.
I mean to say, it is the same.
No, it's not. The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit in Toronto.
Killed for I'm sorry.
Well, they were like
no, I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my arms out.
I'm telling you, as
I literally said it was up to the Iranian people.
Yes,
it is up to them.
And that's why I am saying that it is the same. Murdering someone for their difference is not good. Whoever does it, it's not good. So that's why I said you weren't saying what I heard was not what you meant.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Tehran. Do not anyone at the table should go to Tehran.
Let me tell you about being in this country. This is the greatest country in the world. But yeah, I know that. And we all know that. But every day we are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are our kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals. And I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They are not educated. They cannot property. They cannot leave States.
I'm talking about here.
Nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country. That is no one's intent. But I think it's important we remember there are places much darker than this country and people who deserve rights.
Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry. You know, when you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
Okay, they don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe.
Time out. You know, one thing that I think that historically these dumb people try to do is that they forget to involve all of history. There was a point in time in this country where if you own land, you could vote. If you did not own land, you could not vote. There was a lot of black people that did vote when white people couldn't vote. They then discriminated against black people and gave them the right to vote back. But there was a large portion of the existence of voting in this country that black people could vote in when it was just about property ownership. It's just like they act like black people weren't involved in society and didn't have any say or any kind of, I don't know, like we were under the white man thumb until like the 60s. That's the most asinine thing that I've ever heard in my life. We created universities. We had theaters, bus lines, schools. I mean, inventions. Black people were millionaires in the 1800s. Black people were very prominent. Black people had enough money back in the day to own slaves. Black people owned slaves too. Just not at the level that white people did, but black people did own slaves. Hundreds of black people owned slaves in the South. What are we saying? Like, I think it's a conflation.
Some people still don't know that. Y'all laugh. I'm serious. Some people still don't know that. Some people don't want to believe that. I put it that way too.
Of reality versus perceived reality. The first legal slave owner in American history was a black man. That he actually sued to own two black people who were indentured servants, Michael Johnson, and those black people became enslaved to him for life. That was the first legal slave ownership in American history. And it perpetuated from there. If you had money, you had status, you owned slaves, you had access to do just about anything. How is there that black people own slaves in the South that black people were just so under the thumb of the white man? How do you own slaves? Harriet Tubman's husband was a free black man. How does that free black man get married to Harriet Tubman and they live together? How is that even humanly possible if black people just didn't have no rights? What, they were just slaves until and couldn't do nothing in America until 1967 or 1964. What are we talking about? We talk about Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass. You go be George Washington Carver, one of the greatest scientists to ever live, one of the greatest inventors to ever live. I think he invented more stuff than anybody ever in the history of this country. There's so many black people, and this is in the 1800s, early 1900s. Madam C.J. Walker, the first millionaire out of any woman to live. She was a millionaire before any white woman. She died in the early 1900s. What are we talking about here? Yeah, there was negative things that happened to black people in America. Yes, some black people in the South had to go through Jim Crow. I mean, say some were affected more than others. It wasn't that black people didn't have opportunities in America. Some things were not fair. Some things was not equitable, but it wasn't that black people didn't have anything. The Harlem Renaissance, Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that was in the 1920s. What are we talking about? Like, Whoopi and them are living in another world.
Another world.
Roll the clip.
They can't go out of their house. The women.
You know what? There's no way I can make you understand.
Let me try something. It's like try to reverse roles with a black person in this country. Let's say, because I think that's.
I don't know why she even opened up her mouth. It's already worse, and then it just gets worse. I don't even know why they even allowed her to open up her mouth. As bad as it already done got.
What you're talking about.
Yes.
Just try to understand from their point of view. From that point of view, this country does not do them well. Does not go to them.
I completely
So
Time out. Come on, Whoopi. Whoopi is a multi-millionaire for talking stupid like this on TV. She literally making millions of dollars. Her and Sonny hosted on this show, and this is the dumbest show on television. I just like talking about it because it's so asinine. But these are the two dumbest women in America, and they're making millions of dollars to talk on this show. How is America bad for black people? I don't understand. I would say a large portion of our military are black. I mean, what are we saying here? Do some black people experience discrimination? Yes. But by and large, black people have the rights and ability to do anything that a white person can do. The problem is black people are not applying themselves. Black people who are millionaires are stupid like this. If you're growing up in America and you think America is not good for us, we don't have the same opportunity, then that's what your life experience is going to be. But black people who are smart are killing it in America. These people who come from other countries in Africa come to America and live the American dream. And they're very prosperous and educated. That's because America is fruitful for those who want to plant seeds that will bear fruit. If you running around with your pants sagging and thugging all day and doing this and throwing up gang signs, I'm with the Fido Hoover rolling 60s, your life expectancy and your life in America and your American dream is not going to last long. If you run around
at all, I've been saying this, but and then they run around, and then when something happens, or when the black person goes out and kills the white person, the BLM scam comes around, I tell you, and you wonder why there's black fatigue. People are tired of the ghetto-ness, the loudness, the foolishness, and running down communities. Yeah, the crime, the black-on-black crime. People are getting around from it, and even other black people. So when they reach a new career, a new occupation, new success, new money, what they do, they get from around it. They leave. Yeah. We're just calling it for what it is. If you don't want to hear the truth, I'm sorry. You clicked on the wrong video, the wrong channel. We just gonna call it for what it is. And I'm saying this as a black man. I hate pulling the race card. It's one love to the human race. Y'all know how I feel about the race card on my show. It's one love to the human race. I don't care what skin color you are. We all bleed red.
Every day you think every white person that you talk to is the enemy. There's opportunities missed. To be honest, the white people do more for black people than black people do for black people.
Facts. And I told y'all, a lot of people, even in my family, a lot of them have missed opportunities with that mindset. You know, a lot of missed opportunities with this one-sided mindset. And it's the white man's fault. Oh, it's the white man's fault. I can't get up and go to work on time. I can't lose weight. It's the white man's fault. Oh, my car won't start. Oh, but I forgot. You know, you should have been changed the battery out. You should have been put a new alternator in there. But oh, my car won't start. Oh, it's the white man's fault. I think the white man made the car. Oh, a disgrace. I tell you, and people have missed opportunities, man, with this hate, this one-sided mindset, hatred mindset. You know, I tell you, and it's the truth. I ain't lying to you.
Let's keep it 100. Go look at any successful black man. How did they get to that point? It was a rich, successful white man who gave them an opportunity, helped them with an opportunity, mentored them. You can't name a situation that didn't occur like that. I don't know of any. White people in America have simultaneously, as they talk about the ones who were bad to black people, have simultaneously been the savior for black people in America outside of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Because while you had whites who owned slaves, which were not a lot of white people in the South, you had to have money and status to own a slave. So it was some studies say 2% of white people own slaves in the South. So it's not a lot of slave ownership going on anyway. But for those who own slaves that thought black people weren't human, there's the same amount or more white people who helped Harriet Tubman free the slaves, who never owned slaves, who never advocated for slavery. A matter of fact, we had a whole bunch of white people in the North fight white people in the South and abolish slavery. Where do you think slaves escaped to? They either was in the South, free, or they went to the North. White people that supported black people existed in perpetuity throughout that entire time. What are we saying? Finish the clip. Is that the end of the clip?
Shouldn't compare atrocities. If you're talking about Iran, of course, is doing worse things, but relatively speaking, it feels bad.
Okay, but I think you know that Iran is significantly
I guess we're going to come back and talk. We're going to come back and talk more about this.
I got a meeting at 2, somewhere about 30 minutes away.
But, you know, you just can't make this up, man. You just can't. You know, but I'm glad she's getting boycotted and they come out and say she's canceled, she's this, she's that. I'm glad. You know. A disgrace, you know. They should have been took this show off air a long time ago. We avoid all this, you know. But somebody in the back saying this is good. We need all this controversy. We need people riled up. Good job, Whoopi. This is gonna bring ratings. Continue to keep our rating, boost our ratings back up. Yeah, it's one. It's them tactics, you know, that they like to run. You know, to get clicks and stuff and to get people tuned in, you know. Because I tell you, you know, American politics in general has become a reality TV show. And everybody's waiting for the next episode. You know, and stuff like this is what get people riled up and they ready to check out the next episode. So, like I tell you, it's going to be more deranged comments like this until this show is canceled or removed off air. It's going to be more deranged stuff like this to take place. And it's going to get worse than what she said on this show. It's going to get worse, you know. But, oh, Karen, man. She done pissed off people. Look at this comment here. It's my turn to Miss Whoopi Goldberg, Karen Johnson. You really lost your tone mind. The View won't fire you because they are two or you're clapping monkeys. Whoa. Won't fire you because they too are your clapping monkeys. If it were up to me, I'll ship your useless black tail over into the trenches of the war for educational purposes. Because you undeservingly make 8 million per episode. Stop crying. She make 8 million per episode. Is that right? I know they're, you know, they get paid really good off this show, but $8 million per episode? So where's my debunkers and fact checkers? Please, somebody fact check this for me. It might be true. Y'all know I don't really I don't have any facts on when it comes to the spew. I could care less, you know. But what, $8 million per episode? I know they had it like that, which is why, you know, but I didn't know they had it like that. What? Whew. Anyways, y'all, let me know, man. I need to clean up my nose and stuff. These dogs gave me these puppies. My puppies gave me these dog allergies today. Today is kicking my butt. So I love y'all, man. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace and love, family.